Hello and welcome, guys. My name's GamePad Peebius, and I was lucky enough to get into the Evolve closed beta. So here was I've got a couple of gameplays that I recorded. I got one as just the standard Markov assault. I like Markov. He's a very interesting character, should I say? He's sort of just all about the killing. He just wants to hunt big things and make them dead. This is good. Overall, I've got no problems with that. So I'm just jumping in here, and I've got I think Hank, Val, and Maggie. So it's a pretty standard setup. It's the 4 original hunters from the open beta. I think you can unlock 4 more. I have yet to unlock any classes. The beta only lasted 3 days, so I wanted to get a bit of everything, and I didn't really have enough time to unlock anyone, really. However, saying that, I have pre-ordered this, and I know, don't pre-order games. It's awful, and you never know what you're going to get. But I did want to bring some gameplay of the Wraith, because I saw that announced, and yeah, it's good. So as you can see, I picked up that bus. Yeah, I picked up a bus. That's what Markov's all about, picking up buses and throwing them at them and whatnot. I picked up that buff there, and I think that gave me the damage output plus 35%, which early on in the game, probably not as useful as it could be. That's sort of a buff that you want to be picking up later on. At the moment, we want movement speed or something to do with tracking the monster at the moment. But I've split off from the party here a little bit because I was thinking that the monster's going to go round and try and pop up around here somewhere. But I'm pretty sure I was way off when I actually did it. But no, he was actually there. So I am doing this in post, so I threw down some mines to keep him trapped. Well, keep him if he comes up there for me or goes for anyone else who tries to run around there. He's got mines to deal with, so always useful. Activate the personal shield. Wait for him. Just bait him. You are quite a big target being the assault. You just want to make sure you're putting all that damage on him. Once you put that damage on him, he's not really going to go anywhere. As long as the trapper's still up, and I think, yeah, the shield's still up here. So I start to throw that. I think, right, he's trying to get to the edge, so I want a bit more distance. Starts fighting with these guys. I realise that maybe I shouldn't engage. So I leave hurriedly. Someone tagged that, so I assumed we were killing it, which we did. Here it comes again. It's going to focus me out, but once again, as soon as it focuses you out as the assault, you just got to pop that shield and then keep on him, because it's your role to just make him attack you. You are the tank. You're the tank and the damage dealer of the group. So there's not really many roles you can. You want to be the first one there, swiftly followed by the trapper. Once he starts getting distracted with you and he turns around, that's when you need to make your move, really. That's when you need to be activating your personal shield, get the trapper some time to throw down that arena, and then he's yours, pretty much. As you can see, he's got no armor. Pretty sure he's trying to level up as hard as possible, but we've slowed him. We're right on his trail. And I take, mainly I take jetpack boost 200%, because I find that you just traverse across the map so much faster when you can get higher. He's right below us there. You can see him off there in the distance. Yeah, carrion bird, so he's killed something. I don't think he had time to feed though. Now we descend on him. As you can see, I try and predict where he's going to be going and what he's going to try and do. Probably the best way you can sort of play the assault, because you're the damage dealer. You want to be right there in his face for when he does try and fight you. So as I do, I lay down all these mines everywhere. I think one of them got him there. See that life that just got taken off of his bar? That's one of them mines. That's why I lay them down everywhere. They're super useful and they do huge amounts of damage. And what you're really waiting for is, especially with Val in the team, is for her to, especially at the start of a fight, you want her to really be focusing on sniping onto slowing that animal down, then tagging it with a couple of weak points, and so you can really lay that lightning damage on it. And that, most of all, you pretty much hit them weak there, like right there, right in his crotch there. There's a weak point, and now in his shoulder. So I go try and aim for the shoulder. You usually will, run out of electricity there, so I try and fire some long-range shots with my assault rifle, which is pretty damaging, especially when you've got them weak points. Does a lot of damage, more than I was expecting from just firing at them. The trouble a lot of people have I've noticed, is they tend to want to fire at the monster before they've caught up to the monster, which is a bad idea. Some very terrible tagging there by me. You really want to be catching up to the monster, trapping it, and then firing your gun. You want to be doing everything you can to... I remember this was a perfect thing to get. Movement speed 35%. That is what you want. We want to push this. He's low. He's going to be thinking more about where is he going to get his food from when we're this close on his heels. So if we can get closer, he's really not going to have time to evolve. As you can see, I do the same thing again. As my team's going around to the right, I sort of flank off to the left. Being I have the personal shield, I can't. I mean, obviously, don't walk in the mud, the poison mud. But I've obviously keep an eye out for traps and everything and plant life, because God knows that they are a pain in the ass, and you don't really want to be trapped and away from your team. That is just a bad idea. So I'm figuring he's coming around this side, but I'm fairly confident that I went the right way. But then when I see my teammates coming through that little gap, I'm like, oh, he slipped by us. So I think, where did he go? Where did he go? Hunting for tracks, and I can't see anything. So I see my teammates running back the opposite direction. I'm hoping that they've got some sort of lead on him, or maybe they're just trying to push him through. I see. I was really confused at this point. I thought this was a massive mistake that I'd made. I'm way separated from the group, and then turns out I should have just stayed there. I would have headed him off, and there he is. And I could have been right there. I could have been right there. Didn't even know what would happen. I would have jumped straight down on him. So arena's up again. He's jumped down here. I can't see him until he starts the jets of fire, and I think the Goliath probably has the largest presence on the map. He's definitely the slowest as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they've announced the Behemoth now. I'm pretty sure that's going to be slower than Goliath, which I don't know how their matches are going to work, because already as Goliath I've found that I'm being hounded by the hunters. I know that's their job, but even more so, especially when playing something like the Kraken or the Wraith, which I managed to unlock in the last beta. Unfortunately, the progress didn't carry over, but like I say, the game's not even out yet. There you go, final hit on him. Looks like he was getting down really, really low, and yeah, there we go. I mean, that is how you play an assault, pretty much. You just keep on top of your enemy. You make sure they've got no room to breathe. Splitting off is okay. I'd recommend, if you're in a team where you can communicate, do it in twos, because you'll be far more likely to survive, and if you do get caught by a plant trap, you can't always keep your own eyes out for them, especially when you're looking for the monster. But yeah, that was the assault, Markov assault, and I've been GamePad Peebius. I hope you've enjoyed this gameplay of Evolve Closed Beta. Bye!